Alright, first video in a while. Just, I thought after Guild and Juno last week, that I was kind of getting my mind right. But as you so, eloquently pointed out, preparation's lacking and it's pretty fucking obvious. Like, I haven't been doing any reviews, haven't been doing any videos, like prepping for the day before, like having a watch list, just like all that kind of stuff is just really out the door, Still craving action, still breaking rules, just like all the old bullshit. Anyway, I don't want to waste too much time. Let me just get into it. I just want to talk about like the last day I traded was Thursday. I didn't trade Friday because I wasn't committed. I went out and partied for my birthday instead of being in for the market. But coming off Labor Day, feeling a little like just finally like a first day to really kind of like get my shit together. Like, no, I mean that's an excuse right there. Point is, I finally like took some action by getting some shit together today instead of just like being a sloth. So let's get into the horrible trades I made Thursday. Yelp, what's the setup here? I mean, we're going sideways in the daily, so they would have been traded this day. Going, breakaway gap potentially with sideways action, but the bigger picture is we're coming into prior, resistance level. We obviously failed again at that time, so like, what's the, why am I even looking for this breakout here? I could have break out, sure, but it's not a guarantee, and the volume was weak the day I traded it. So if you look in here, holy shit, what happened? Opening spike, and that's super moron move. Even in the middle of this trade, I knew like I needed to get out. Like my mind was just screaming like get out of this fucking thing, and I just didn't. So secondly, what have Labu? So oh shit, Labu's an ETF. Like what should I do? It is the biotech ETF, so biotechs are in play. Going sideways near all-time highs. We kind of like tapped 1, 2, 3 obvious level, like kind of right here. So we had failed at that level on the 24th, 25th. But going sideways, biotechs have been hot recently. So what I took was the like open lower, we went up. So the trigger was like trading near what I call all-time highs. We're going sideways here, so I threw on a trade here and it got stopped out. This is after I already traded Yelp, so I'm like, if I don't trade Yelp, maybe I take another shot in here. What really bugged me after I went back and look at this is the prior resistance become support entry. I mean, that doesn't get more obvious than that. Pretty obvious, like opening range. Opening range resistance becomes support, and it's pretty clean flag right there. Trading is waiting, man. Like you told me, it's 11:56. I'm trading in the opening range. So just one, ignore my rules because ETF, but even if I follow all the other rules of a Cove H and a hot sector, with limited resistance overhead, then, risk 50 cents to make, $4. So 8 to 1, in a stock that I actually traded, and that's pretty frustrating, having done that. But like we said, like there's some good in the bad trading as well, and then car, some bullshit. In a recent uptrend, but it's an industrial sector, and coming into this big like UFO over here. So I think I'm just like, this was just pressing buttons at this point. So anyway, setups going forward, to rank them from top to bottom, Juno would be my number 1. So obviously Juno's biotech. Going sideways, we had a breakaway gap, on high volume, continuation, wide range day on high volume as well. Kind of 3-bar triangle, just compressing. Last day, I mean, obviously compared to this day, it's not a narrow range, but compared to these past few days, narrow range inside day. But whatever, we have a inside day, 2 inside days actually from the prior wide range day, which of course stands to reason. It was a hell of a wide range day. It's the widest range day on the entire chart. But we're coming off a base, it's hot sector, we're at all-time highs, got compression, so ways I would like to see, ways that would fuck me up first if we naked gap up, that would obviously be less than stellar. If we just opening spike, if we went up fucking, what's this wide range, like we went up like $5 right off the open, that would be something that would trap me. So ideally it would be like open lower, opening drive on volume, expect a little resistance near the all-time high, and maybe look to buy a first pullback to VWAP or some kind of bull flag, or just kind of like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Buy the opening range, maybe the opening range resistance becomes support entry. So that, and then Guild's kind of on the same lines. Biotech going sideways. Recently in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. Had a wide range day, volume still high, but a narrow range day, so just kind of like covering, lack of pressure direction for the all-time highs, and just kind of the same thought process. If we open, within the prior day's range and blast up any like naked gap up or opening spike, I'm definitely on alert from AMBA. So talking about AMBA, I think I talked all the bullshit. AMBA just kind of on the year, 1 year charts going, 1 year daily charts going sideways. Kind of in a downtrend, like at the end of last year, but this year just pretty much going sideways the whole year. So we call this expansion breakout on the highest volume. So just coming off a base, right? Because we're not like coming off of a downtrend, so I wouldn't call this an exhaustion gap. So thinking expansion breakout coming into today for first trading Monday of the month. Also keeping that in mind, and it's obviously like acting like a Monday being a Tuesday because we just came off the holiday. Also notice like 42 was the low of the day, like 42.01, and if you look intraday, it kind of touched once, twice, 3 times, 14, just kind of hovering around that 42 level. So like I said, if we open spike down or naked gap down, that would be less than ideal for the trigger that I'm looking for. And then just talking about a couple of alerts I thought were worth looking at just because of volume in the background. NC is obviously healthcare biotech. Not like clearing all-time highs, but we definitely have like a level. We kind of failed here once, twice, touched it 3 times, touched it 4 times right here. We did fail, but volume's in the background, so if we get above there, there could potentially be trades there. But just wanted to call that level maybe like a 6, a level worth looking at, and the same in Acacia tech sector. You kind of, we've been in a long-term downtrend. Looks like we're basing a little bit, but I've got an alert set, and we're just kind of hovering below that level. Because at once, over/under level of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just kind of hovering this level with some volume in the background. So right around a whole number of $50 in the tech sector. So just a couple of alerts I had set. I was just keeping an eye out if they get triggered. That I just wanted to point out. But anyway, my shitty trading could be a lot better if I just follow some fucking rules. Right? Alrighty, later.